Wait, I know that you're afraid, but it'll be okay if you just stay with me. And we can run from here, and we can disappear, and they won't find us where we are going, dear. So baby, hold on to me, 'cause I know I can make you believe something that only we can see. Oh, so baby, hold on to me, hold on to me.
So we went to Busch Gardens again, multiple times. We have platinum, premium, platinum.
Platinum passes.
No, they're not passes, they're memberships.
That is true. We learned there's a big difference between those.
If you have a membership, you get all the perks. If you have a pass, you have to pay for certain things like Halloween Town and, Howl-O-Scream
Howl-O-Scream.
and Christmasville.
Christmas Town. We're off to a...
Ooh, I'm killing it. Hello, Christmas. Christmas Ween. And we went to both. Actually, we went to Christmas Town twice and Halloween once. They're both cool. They decorate a lot. It's one of the perks of having a platinum membership. Not pass.
Not pass.
Busch Gardens is like 3 hours away from us, so it's super cool. And with membership pass, we get 22 free tickets plus all these random perks such as discounts on our food. We got these cool mugs, Christmas decorations. We got this beanie. Actually, I think we got the beanie from a scavenger hunt.
Mm-hmm. We get free parking, so after we drive up there, we just pull in the parking lot. No biggie. Hop into the parks. Got all those guest passes to bring friends with us.
VIP parking, may I add. We also get to go to any of the other parks. SeaWorld, any of the SeaWorlds, any of the Busch Gardens, all over the world, or the states. I guess they're not all over the world.
Yeah, we'll probably cover those later, too.
Yeah,
we're probably going to wind up... We've been to Tampa. We're probably going to go to a few more before our passes run up.
So Tampa is all African. Africa?
Yeah, Africa themed.
Africa themed. And then the one in Williamsburg is all European themed. I guess this past time we went, it was Christmas Town. And they decorate everything in lights. They have giant Santas, giant snowmen, dancing lights and brown Christmas trees. Everything is decorated.
Because it's like European themed, every country has like its own theme going. So like there's a whole blue area for I think like the UK part of it, and the Irish area.
Yeah.
Italy has like really bright, pretty white and gold lights. Mm-hmm. There's a bridge between areas that's really pretty that has all the kind of transitionary lights between two different areas. Germany has the giant Christmas tree in it that's all lit up. What other areas are there? There's
England.
England right.
Is by far the coolest. They have Big Ben. It's all lit up in white. It's my favorite, and I mean they don't. I can't imagine their electric bill.
No.
It's got to be ridiculous.
So when you first walk in, there's just all of these beautiful lights that are strung across everything with Big Ben there.
Mm-hmm. They do the same thing with Halloween. They deck it out in orange and black lights. They do shows for both seasons. For instance, during Christmas, they did this ice skating one, and we were watching it, and we were like, wow, this guy's really good. Like, really, really good. At the end, what did they say? He's like a
2-time silver Olympic medalist from Canada. If you were watching, we're like, that guy just did a double. We're like, what? And we saw him do one, and like you tell he was trying to like stop himself because he was so high in the air from like keeping himself spinning.
Like he might have done it a couple times before in the Olympics, winning a silver medal.
Right.
Had his kids there, and they had a dog. It was great. Put on a whole show. They also did another one in the Fest House for Christmas. They do it for Halloween too, but we missed that one. What else they do for shows for Christmas?
There's a Scrooge one that we saw that was every show is amazing. They're all so good. It was like a Scrooge Be Gone show. There were a few more. There was one in Italy that they did. I don't know.
We missed the one in that.
Yeah.
They're in the wintertime. They heat the whole outside arena, and at least in Italy they do. They didn't do it in the ice skating part. We froze our tails off there.
We had some good hot cocoa though to bring around with
Spiked.
us.
Well, someone had it spiked. I was unspiked. Let's see what else. So I guess they do all that at Christmas, and then the same thing during Halloween. They have like something called Jack is Back. They do in Ireland when these people on stilts come out and they blow stuff all over your like confetti. They have these zombie drummer guys. The only big difference, well, obviously the genres, but the other thing about the park is the only big difference is some of the rides are closed more during the winter. I think Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin has to close.
Because the braking system works on water, correct?
Yeah, they have these huge jets where you come down this hill and like it comes beneath the car and like blasts water behind it, and that's how it actually slows the car down. So because it's cold enough in Virginia, they close that one in wintertime. I think the Florida one might keep that one open year-round because it's not an issue for them.
Today it's like 30 degrees here in Florida. They just opened their water parks.
Yeah. It snowed today.
It did snow today. So the other thing that's really cool about the winter that we didn't see during the summertime at all was they opened the Skylift.
Yeah.
And the Skylift is super cool. You can see the whole park. I mean, the things you enjoy as you get older. You can see the whole park. You see all the Christmas lights.
That one was cool too because they had Griffin closed and Alpengeist closed. This is our theory, at least, for why they were able to run it. It almost, actually, I think it goes through Griffin, if not right
one of the loops
between the two. Yeah. So you're like inside of looking at the tracks all around you. Because you're going through the darkness for some parts of it, and we look around, we're like, are we inside the roller coaster? The other parts are all lit up with all the pretty lights kind of all around the entire park.
The Sky Ride is super cool. We did the train for like the first time during Christmas when during the summertime it has like destinations, like they'll stop in different spots, but during Christmas it does the whole loop, and they've done like the whole outside of everything in Christmas lights. Or like themed stuff, and it's just the train's cool, and they're actually steam powered trains.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't run off coal. They use propane to heat the water, but they're like one of the few steam powered trains left. I think they have 4 there. I can't remember all the names, but they're super cool. They're all painted nice, and the conductor loves his job.
We chatted with them for a while. It was cool too because that was our first time going right up close to Pantheon, which is the newest coaster opening next year at Busch Gardens.
No, this year.
During this year.
This year. We're on the 3rd.
That's right.
I think it opens in May.
March this year. So we were able to cruise by on the train, and they have it very kind of hush-hush, quiet, and dark. We were like, wait a minute, is that Pantheon right there? I doubt the footage will show up at all for this part.
Yeah, you definitely can't
it's so dark, but it was cool to see it up close like that.
Throughout having like these passes, we've learned a lot. We've gone to Busch Gardens more times than we probably would have, but in the argument of the fact, I think we paid like $600, $700 maybe, between the 2 passes for everything. When you're in the park, you get 50% off. The parking's free. There are some sketchy hotels that are around there, but I mean, we haven't been murdered yet. They just seem sketchy because they're run down.
It's an older area for sure.
Yeah, definitely. The park is one of the main attractions. But they've paid for themselves. Hands down, paid for themselves. We got free admission to Christmas Town. We got these cool beanies, obviously.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention how we got those too.
Oh, so check this out. So the way we got these beanies, right? There's a scavenger hunt they have. So what is this?
We have a holiday scavenger hunt. So I think the way it works is you follow these clues, and they lead you to an ornament that looks like these. You get a picture of the ornament to prove that you found it, and at the end of it, you get a prize.
And you have to find all these Coca-Cola Christmas balls. On the back, it says Coca-Cola, and in the front, it says Busch Gardens. Anyways, I guess they ran out not too long ago, so we're one of the lucky few, or however many they ordered, that have these. So maybe one day a collector's item. Probably not.
We had to wander around these clues that were kind of vague, not gonna lie. They're kind of hard to figure out.
Oh yeah, they did have like riddles to them, didn't they?
Yeah, and we had to wander around to figure out where each one was in the park, and it took us all day.
They even swapped too.
Yeah, they did. They showed you a little picture of how it's supposed to look when you find the actual thing, but 2 of them were swaps, so we're like, look, where is this? Like looking all around trying to find it.
It was fun though. Little things like that really make the park cool.
We did, yeah. And once we got the hats, we'd go redeem it across the park from where we were in the shuffle. I lost my glove in there, but we found it.
What happened, Carly?
I forgot my glove.
What is that?
Like Cinderella, the gloves. Also lost a wallet, but we found it.
Whoa! I knew exactly where it was. I had a tile on it.
But he lost it.
Alright, maybe I did lose it. actually, Carly was the reason I found it, because she's like, hey, do you have your wallet? And I was like, oh, no. But the real reason we got these passes, right, was for the roller coasters. We have tickets or season passes to Universal just because literally one roller coaster called the Velocicoaster, and we're holding on to our tickets. Oh, yeah, somewhere, yeah, they're right there. And we're holding on to our tickets now to Busch Gardens because they're open Pantheon. All the roller coasters are cool. They have, goodness, where do we start? Loch Ness Monster, which is the oldest one in there with 2 loops. It's yellow and green, yellow and orange.
Yeah, I know it's at least bright yellow for
It's
sure.
got yellow in it. It's rickety to say the least.
Oh, like a Cadillac.
But it's super cool. It's got two flips in it. 4 flips. 2 flips. It's right over the water. They don't take your picture on that one, which would be kind of cool if they did, but I guess their cameras have gone out of date. They have Invader.
That's also that's one too where being either the front or the back makes a huge difference.
Are you talking about Loch Ness Monster?
On Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
They're both awesome, but they're completely different rides on which row you ride in.
Rides like a Cadillac on 40s and no suspension. And then there's Invader, which is their newest. Other than Pantheon that hasn't opened up yet, it's their newest. And it's a wood coaster based on Vikings. Is it Vikings? Super cool setup. I like the wood coaster better than the metal ones. I feel like it has more character, but it will definitely beat you to hell.
Do not wear or hold anything
except a GoPro.
Except for maybe a GoPro that you strap to yourself.
I didn't strap, I held it.
But that's the ride that we see everybody lose everything on.
We actually...
Like, it's just wood, and I'll just wear my hat on it, whatever.
The guy in front of us one time lost his hat in one of the dips. What's the other ones they have?
They have Apollo's Chariot is a big, like, it's not a looping, flipping one. It's just like a fast, airtime hill one.
Lots of airtime.
That's one, too, that depending on when you go is a completely different experience.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, during Halloween time, it was still daytime, or I gotta be saying that, Howl-O-Scream, it was still, like, daytime. So it was very, like, full park, tons of people on it, riding it. In the
Lots of screams.
Lots of screams. We rode it during Christmas Town at
when
night.
There's no one there.
It's in the back corner of the park. No one's there.
I think there's 5 people on the ride.
It was us. It was at the front row. That was it.
And it was dead silence and like the bliss.
In pitch darkness.
I think that's only happened to us one other time. It was on the Hulk.
Yeah, that's
when
right.
I forgot to play the music.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Apollo's Chariot is Fabio got hit with a goose.
On like opening day. That ride.
One of the first rides.
If you search Fabio,
like early 80s, mid 80s maybe. Yeah.
You'll find the video of it.
He was not happy. What else happened? Or what other roller coasters they have?
There's one right in front of it, Tempesto.
Oh, Tempesto's cool. Tempesto is a compact roller coaster that is just as badass as the big ones. It literally goes up, back, and then up, and then you twirl through this, go around, twirl through another thing, go around, and then you come back, and then it's wild. It is such a cool roller coaster for what it is. You know what I mean? Some people like the loops and stuff, but that one's cool. And then we're missing a couple
Alpengeist, which I think is still my personal favorite. That's my front row favorite. I think that one.
Yeah.
It's one of those suspended ones where it's inverted, I guess. So you have the over shoulder harnesses and you can just see everything.
Your legs dangle down.
Yeah, and it's an older one too, so I think people have mixed feelings on it because it can be a little jerky at some points. But you can see everything across the whole park from that one too.
I think they're actually repainting it.
They are, yeah. We were there.
They're probably going to rename it. I don't know. It's been there since I can remember.
Yeah.
And we're missing at least one.
Verbolten.
Verbolten is I think it's a Porsche kind of car that gets lost in this forbidden forest. And
Brave the Black Forest.
If you ever go there, you'll have a Visa stuck in your head. Just because the lady is she's like, you must hear it 10 times. But it's cool. It took the place of Big Bad Wolf. There's lots of cameos when you walk through the queue. It's got one of the best queues in my opinion. Got posters. They got wolf posters on the back of some of the cars. It says like wolf cart or crossing. In the ride, you can hear a wolf howl.
The end drop at the end follows the same track as the original Busch Gardens.
Yes, they use the same pillars.
Yeah, they do.
And one of Carly's favorite things is when they use the landscape there.
Yeah.
For the roller coasters, so it's not just like a flat land. They've actually, used the hills to help use their coasters.
Because Virginia, there's a lot of trees and hills and terrain, so a lot of theirs you'll see will use that to their advantage. It makes it really, really cool and super scenic when you're going through on a roller coaster too.
Oh yeah, and all these roller coasters have like sister roller coasters in Tampa. But one day we'll go there again. We'll go through all that, and I'll have to sneak the GoPro. I mean, I would never sneak a GoPro on a ride. With that being said, in the front of every ride, they have these big boxes with broken phones and everything, mostly iPhones because they suck, and they're just shattered. And it's like proof why you don't bring your stuff on the ride. And I understand the risk that if I lose my stuff, I'll probably be sad. But I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
They have lockers for a reason.
The lockers are free. Oh no, they're not. But you can buy a locker all day, and it's definitely worth $10. But
highly encourage that. I think it's $8 all day long. You transfer it anywhere you want to go to, and they're like huge too. So we've put like a whole bottle of wine in the locker before. Like there's tons of space in there.
I don't know what she's talking about. I would never do that.
That we got from the park, not smuggling.
We did get it from the park. Also, it's fairly inexpensive to drink there. Not get sloshed, but to drink there. They have a couple beers. Because especially with their premium memberships, you get half off, 30% off, something like that.
Yeah.
And all the merch is half off. So
and it includes alcohol, because North Carolina, where we live, you can't do that.
No, you have to discount it for everybody.
But in Virginia, they can actually do specials like that. They actually have a really big beer kind of culture, I guess. I don't know how you put it. Where they have like a whole craft beer room with tons of different local beers. And
it's in the Fest House.
Yes, in the Fest House, in the back area of it. They have a Stein Club, which we haven't tried out, but you can buy like your own Stein. They keep it for you at the park. Mm-hmm. I think it's like $5 refills for the whole year. So if you go a lot, it's a really good deal. If you drink a lot in the parks, it's a really, really good deal.
And then once a year during Oktoberfest, they have like 100 craft beers there. Busch Gardens is great, man. I definitely recommend going at least once. If you're in the Raleigh area and you like us, or we like you, we have extra tickets. So, I mean, you can tag along if you want. We like to have fun.
Yeah.
Man, I think that's all we got on Busch Gardens.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We covered everything?
Halloween time, we did Christmas time, all the lights we saw there.
I think that's it.
I think it is too.
Well, that was our Christmas and Halloween
Busch Gardens adventure.
But hope you all come with us next time.
Wait, I know that you're afraid, but it'll be okay if you just stay with me.